Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waka, Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai Mashiach, Barakatah Yasharallah, Barakatah Yahweh, Call Allah, Shalom, Shalom, Halawaya, Halawaya. Double honors to the apostle Nails, the great millstone, pushing and teaching this truth with sincerity, who taught us this truth, and overseeing the construction of the tabernacle of David, a more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim, while Botham scattered abroad. Shalom to the still believers. This is Yahweh Sop, by Yasharallah, by Yehoda. Come to you live to the Spirit and tell you how about Shemel Shai to give you another quick lesson. Start with the daily proverb. Today's proverb is Proverbs 5:15. It says, drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. It says, I'm going to repeat it again. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. And it goes on to say in 16 and 17, let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thy own, and not strangers with thee. And that's important. I'm gonna actually break this one down. It's basically talking about trusting in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trusting in what you got going on, having faith in yourself. Drink waters out of thy own cistern. Rely on your inner self. You know what I'm saying? Not just I'm not saying don't rely on Yahweh Shemel Shai. I'm saying understand that He will provide for you. Understand that He's giving you the tools necessary for you to succeed. They're inside of you. All you have to do is bring it out. Rely on yourself and the Heavenly Father who will work through you and use you. You know what I'm saying? Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. Rely on your own knowledge. You know what I'm saying? If you have the truth, believe you have the truth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying be delusional and live in a facade, but to the Akim, you know what I'm saying? This scripture is for the Akim, the true men of the Lord. Believe in the knowledge that you have been given from Yahweh Shemel Shai. Believe in it. Rely on that. You know what I'm saying? And it expounds upon it in 16 and 17. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Go out and teach these things. You know what I'm saying? The scripture say, Reverend Parents phrase in the scripture, he that believeth in me, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. You know what I'm saying? That's that knowledge and truth. You know what I'm saying? Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thy own. Let your knowledge be your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it has to come from the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, it has to come through Yahweh Shemel Shai. But once you have that, have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? And it says, let them be only thy own, and not strangers with thee. You know what I'm saying? Don't be relying on other people's knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That false knowledge, that false preceptual position, that false science, all that. Stick to the truth of the Bible. You know, a quick lesson for today. I'm gonna touch on this situation in John 9. I'm gonna start at John chapter 9 verse 1. And as Yahweh Shai passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, peep this. His disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Now, why do the disciples ask that? Who did his parents sin that he was born blind? Because that's biblical knowledge that you have to pay for the sins of your forefathers. And I think it's Exodus 20. thought it was Exodus 20. Okay, Exodus 25. Thou shalt not bow thou, Slakia. Exodus 25. Thou shalt not bow thou thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, Yahweh, thy power, am a jealous power. Peep this, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. So when they're in John 9, when the disciples in verse 2 say, and his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? They understood that what you do in this world, them generational curses, that's an example of a generational, not necessarily a generational curse, but what that person, his forefathers did, he has to pay for. And we see that in multiple situations. What you the way, let's say your grandparents did things, set you up to be behind type deal, where you have to pay for not only their lack of initiative, like in some cases some people, they get, and this is no knock on this. Quick disclaimer, I'm not knocking this, but as an example, the quickest example I can bring to my mind, some people get pregnant early. Some people get pregnant at 16, 15. Not saying there's nothing wrong with it. Not saying it's something right with it. Just for an example, you get pregnant at 16. You and your children struggle because you might not graduate from high school. You know what I'm saying? You might not be in the right financial place because your parents might have went through the same thing, had children early. So now you had children early, and it's a cycle where the person who's coming into the cycle, they're at a disadvantage now. You know what I'm saying? Because of what their the choices and the things that their forefathers did. Like I said again, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not saying I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just using this as the best example I can bring up. You know what I'm saying? So this is John 9:3. Yahweh Shai answered, neither have this man sinned nor his parents, but that the works of Yahweh B'Shem Shai should be manifest in him. And that's important, because you got to understand throughout your daily walk. You got to understand throughout just everything you go through by day. These things are set up so that the works of Yahweh should be manifest in you. You know what I'm saying? Every time you get into a situation, or every time you come into a certain predicament, you know what I'm saying, you being put in that situation for the works of Yahweh to be manifest in you. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a test. You either gonna pass or you gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I fail, sometimes I pass. You know what I'm saying? But you got to keep going. You got to keep striving. You got to keep getting up. I said on here the other day, the proverb of the day was, I think, 24:14. It says, a just man falls 7 times, but he rises again. I think I'll just get it just so I don't have to roughly paraphrase it. This is Proverbs 24:16. It's lucky. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep getting back up. You got to keep getting back up, keep going into these things so that the works of Yahweh should be manifest in you. And it says in John 9:4. I must work the works of him that sent me, while it is day, the night cometh when no man can work. You know what I'm saying? He said that's prophesying, right? He's prophesying. He said, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. Why is that such a big thing that he said day? I mean, you got to think about real life situation. At this period of time, this was a primary agriculture based society where you needed the sun on your side to be out in the fields. You know what I'm saying? Plowing the fields, planting your crops. You know what I'm saying? Harvesting. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really have like it's like, I'm not gonna say that, but the sunlight was a big advantage. You know what I'm saying? Sunlight was the cue. Sunlight was the sign for it's time to work. When that's why you hear a lot of people saying, I get up at the crack of dawn. You know what I'm saying? because that's when you have the sun on your side, you can get more work done. You know what I'm saying? It's beneficial for you to get out there while you have the sun. At night, when it's nighttime, you know what I'm saying? It's time to rest. At nighttime, you can't see too much. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have no street lights. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to sit on here and say that they did have some type of lighting. I know they used lamps and things of those sort. I'm almost certain they didn't have like street lights and stuff like that. But I know at nighttime they'll put on a lamp, you know what I'm saying, if they had to do certain things. But the more important thing is the sun was the primary source of light, and it was the declaration of, you know, it's time for you to get up, get out and work, you know what I'm saying? And he said, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. While it is day, while it's the right, while it's fit, while you have the maximum opportunity to do this thing, that's when you do it. When it's daytime. But the night cometh when no man can work. You know what I'm saying? And he's prophesying when the night cometh when no man can work. Because you got to understand the history and historicity. 70 AD, Jerusalem is besieged by the Roman legions and centurions. You know what I'm saying? They destroy, they sack Jerusalem, they sack the temple, they destroy the temple and stuff like that. Then the children of Israel, well, the children of Judah, you know what I'm saying, the Jews who living in Jerusalem, they fled into northern Africa, you know what I'm saying, and then migrated to Western Africa and all of that. So at that time, I wish I had my apocrypha. I think it's Revelation 9. Yeah, okay, Revelation 12 is the... if I have my apocrypha, it'll be easier. Slakia, y'all, gotta make a part 2. Call out Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shamashiach, Barakatah Yashwala, Barakatah Yahweh, Call Allah, Shalom, Shalom, Halawayah, Halawayah. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, pushing and teaching the truth and sincerity, and overseeing the construction of the tabernacle of David, more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim, Wild Barfium scattered abroad. Shalom to the believers. This is Yahweh Sat, Banya Shawala, Banya Yahweh. Come to you live to the Spirit and Power Yahweh Shem Ashah, and get another quick lesson. Continuing off what I just said, so this is Revelations 8 and 12, and the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the light in the night likewise. That's talking about the true knowledge and understanding of the true knowledge and understanding of this Bible being you know what I'm saying, being lost, you know what I'm saying, from the Israelites. And then I think it was so this is Revelations 10 and 7. But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mystery of Yahweh Ba'ashem Ashah should be finished, as he hath declared to his servants and the prophets. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto him again and said, Go and take the little book which is open in the hand of angels, which standeth upon the seat upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, Give me the book. And he said unto it, Take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, and thou shalt be sweet in thy mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's honey. Then that's talking about us coming back into this truth, the truth and the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that we're Israelites, you know what I'm saying? Understanding the true mysteries of this Bible, you know what I'm saying? And like it says, he said unto me, take it and eat it up. Talking about receive this knowledge. Take all this knowledge in, take all this truth in, you know what I'm saying? And what it said, it made his belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. Because when you come in this thing at first, you know what I'm saying, you feel so good. You feel so good about yourself, you know what I'm saying? I'm actually somebody. I'm one of the I'm from one of the major 12 tribes of the nation Israel, God's chosen people, you know what I'm saying? I actually am somebody, you know what I'm saying, besides what America tells me I am, besides what this world thinks I am. I'm more than that. But it's bitter in your belly because once you understand this Bible, you understand the as it says in Proverbs, that's why I love Proverbs so much. Proverbs it hits on everything. It hits on everything. So this is Proverbs 1, I think it's 5. I'm gonna do 5 and 6. A wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, and peep this, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. And their dark sayings. So that's what makes your belly bitter. These dark sayings, these understanding all these apocalyptic events, all these things that are gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So going back to John 9. John 9 and 4, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day, that I ain't coming when no man can work. You know what I'm saying? When the true knowledge should be hid for a good little minute. And it says 9 and 5, as long as I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And that's what we need to take. We need to take that personally. Even though Yahweh Shai is the light of the world, he is, but we need to be he said, be ye perfect as I am perfect. So if he is the light, we need to be the light too. You know what I'm saying? I think the book of Isaiah says that. I think the book of Isaiah says that Jerusalem shall be a light on the hill or something like that, and all nations will flow onto it. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Hallelujah.